Guys, Elfis here, and today we're going to be doing some more Neverwinter. I'm actually recording this one directly after I just recorded the other one, so if you just watched it, that's why I started in the same exact location. I am going to continue questing, continue talking about the game a bit. I kind of want to start posting a bit more videos, so that's why I'm doing this. If you don't know, I said it in the last one, I want to play Han at the moment, but Han's servers are down. They're being poop faces and don't want to freaking fix their crap because they're cheap, I guess. I don't know what the deal is. No, I'm just kidding. They're trying to fix it. You know, I have some sympathy for them. It's tough, you know, managing a game. I used to manage a server on a game, on like a small game. It's tough. You have these bugs that happen, and then, you know, you take the full blame for it, you know, when in reality, technology just doesn't always work out the way it's supposed to. So, it does happen. But, yeah, so it happens. It's not the best. Han is actually a fairly expensive game, though, so I would think that they would have some fairly high-quality servers, but what do I know? What is this going to do? Okay, here we go. Just going to spawn some stuff. Find them. It's all weak stuff anyways, I don't mind. All this weak stuff, you can just pretty much just kill it all day long. There's no... It's just nothing. Like, it doesn't make a difference. I mean, I guess if they come in huge mobs, especially for Trickster Rogue, it can be a big deal because we don't have a lot of AoE, but I pop my one, I figured, oops, I got rid of that skill. I used to have like a long range, like throw daggers, but I got rid of that skill, so now I don't have it, but I keep trying to use it, and it's not there, so. It's okay, I'll get used to it eventually. I traded it for this, for this duelist flurry skill, you know, the whole bleed shenanigans thing. That I was talking about in the last video, but I don't know. He invited me to join a party. No, thank you. I don't want to join a party. People are nice. He invited me to join the guild, anonymous. Sorry, no, I don't want to join your guild. Even more so. Why is there a little glowy thing here? What is that? What's the deal with that? These little things on the map are like quests. So I don't know what the deal is, but whatever. Okay. I'm gonna keep going then. So. What was I saying? So yeah, so Han's a pretty popular game. They have a fairly big amount of money, I'm sure. It's a fairly big game. They had 120,000 people online just a second ago when I logged in and tried to play a game. So I mean, that's a fairly large amount. You guys should kind of fix your servers a bit, but hey, what do I know? I mean, I don't work for S2, so maybe they do, and they're just getting their servers overloaded because the game's getting too popular or something like that. I'm not really sure. I'm sure it's not too bad though, so they'll fix it eventually. You know, it's Han. They keep making the game more and more and more and more and more free to play, which is quite interesting to me. I'm kind of trying to figure out how they're going to make money off the game. It's like, it's a business. Don't get me wrong. I love the free to play, but you know, they got rid of early access now. Like, are people really buying that many goblin coins just for the skins and stuff? Maybe. I'm not sure. When you do things free to play, people tend to support you more, so that could be it. You know, if people are, I'm not joining your shit, dude, man. When you support your team, sorry, not your team, the word that I'm thinking of, your customers, sorry. When you support your customers with, you know, full force, they tend to support you. That's how it is. People are nice, you know, they're not generally bad people, so gonna revive her just so she'll get back up. Although you're probably better off, in all honesty, letting her, like, quote-unquote, die, and then she'll come back full health or something like that. Pop behind him so I don't get hit by that. Let me stack up this bleed a bit. There we go. Let's see, I'm curious, how much is the bleed doing? 154. Okay, not too bad. But that's a fairly significant amount, guys. You know, I mean, the way this game measures your damage, by the way, I really like it. It measures your damage. Now she's back to full health. Yeah, it measures your damage based off of the amount of damage you do. It doesn't try and do like a DPS or something like that. So like in dungeons, it'll tell you exactly how much damage you've done throughout the dungeon. See, if you press X, it shows you the statistics, but there is no event, so to speak, that I'm in at the moment, so it's not going to show me anything. Correct gravestones. Okay. That's what I'm doing. So, yeah. So hopefully Han will be back up soon, so I can do some more Han. I kind of want to play Sir Bensington. I kind of like that hero now, so I've been playing him a couple times here and there. He's interesting, to say the least. He's a unique hero. Kind of like a mix between, like, he's got like a Pantheon ult from League of Legends, but it's not Pantheon. He's got like some other stuff going on. I don't know. It's cool. I like the hero. So you can expect more videos about him, or videos about him, since I haven't posted any about him, but you can expect some about him sometime in the near future. But yes. So we're back to Neverwinter. So soon enough, I'm actually 25. I should be doing the 25 dungeon in the upcoming future. I should be getting a quest for it, rather, which I will, of course, be doing because you get cool loots and all that stuff, and it's fun. One of my biggest problems with this game, actually, is queuing for these dungeons. So you queue for these dungeons, and you can go to home, and it'll tell you the ones that's recommended for you, the dungeons and the skirmish. It's recommended for you, and then, you know, some quests. But queuing for these dungeons, you queue and it takes forever. And I'll tell you why it takes forever. I believe what the game does is, I believe it tries to make an actual party for a dungeon. So it'll give you a cleric, some DPS, a tank, things like that. Instead of just throwing 6 people together into a dungeon, it actually tries to make a team. And I like that feature, but I think there should be an option to turn that feature off. Because on lower level dungeons, I do not think you need that feature. I think you can go in with just a crew and go do them. When you get up to the high level, you know, the end game dungeons, I'm sure you're going to need them, and I would very much like to have that feature available to me, but in these lower level dungeons, it really just delays your queue, and it's not necessary, I don't think. I think you can do these dungeons without perhaps a tank, you know, really need it, you know, just, you know, I don't think it's something that I would like to have as a guaranteed feature. If you could turn it off and just say queue with anybody, that would be nice to me. I don't think they're going to do that, but it's something that I think they should do because it's a nice feature to have. You know, especially for lower levels, so that it doesn't take too long. All my inventory is full. Let me see. Do I have anything that I want to wear and or drop? Oh, I got level 24. I can wear this now. Perfect. So I can equip a new dagger. Yay. Let's go ahead and equip that to my main hand. Put this, what's in my offhand? Crit strike, life steal, crit strike, armor pen, and some power. Yeah, definitely I want that. Alrighty then, thank you very much. This mask I got, can't wear it yet, but I don't really want it anyways, just regen. So you can get regeneration. I can't move my mouse to mouse over it, but you can get regeneration in this game, and that will cause your hero, or your hero, that will cause your character to regenerate. I'm just gonna start using these things because you get these potions from. I have another one up here. You get them from the gods when you pray to them, but I save them, but I don't know why I do. I should just use them. And you can fuse these. I'll show you fusing. You can fuse them to like make the next level, so it's better. You see what I'm saying? So if you look at the stats, 3%, 20, 20, 3.5%, 40, 40. You know, so I can go ahead and click fuse. And, you know, some of them, these things have like a 95% success rate or something like that. And they'll make you, you know, a level 2 or something like that. And, you know, you can go from level 2 to level 3, and it goes down by 5%. So 2 to 3 is 90%, 3 to 4 is, I believe it's 85%. There are other things, though, that have, I think they're called enchantments or something like that have like 1% success rate. It's like crazy. You have to basically, are required to freaking, buy the Zen item that makes it more a higher success rate, because 1% you're never going to get it. And I think it destroys the item when you use it and it doesn't work too. So let's go ahead and kill these guys. That's nice. Let's get all these guys out of the way. Alrighty. Yeah, so you're basically required. Whoa, who is beating the crap out of me for so much? What just happened? I just took so much damage. Yeah, I don't know what just happened. Okay. But regardless, anymore? Are we good? Where's the next wave? Oh, this guy. I gotta kill him first. Let's do this. This guy, throw some bleeds on him because he's a big one. It'll take a lot to kill. Let's move out of the way. Let's get him going. Look, he's again aggroing to my healers, which is, you know, so the healers, they just aggro way too much. It's crazy. And you can get, the other tank I have, oops, the other companion I have, sorry, I need to send her to training soon. You don't have to send them to training, I guess you can keep waiting, but I don't think it'll let you double train like at the same time. I think it'll do one training, then they'll come back, then you have to send them again, like if I get her all the way to the next level. But her stats don't increase until you send her to training, I believe. I could be mistaken about that, but that's my understanding of it. Otherwise, I don't really understand what training would be for, so. But, oh yeah, I was going to show you the other companion I have. So, the other companion I have, Man at Arms, he is really good at pulling aggro too. He's supposed to be like a tank, kind of. Although he does damage too. You're on your own on that one, girl. Okay, cool, I'm done with all my quests. Nice, I'm going to go back. Oh, I can't use my freaking thing because that girl put me in combat. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the thing. I'll turn in my quests. Maybe I'll do 1 or 2 more and we'll call it a video. Yeah, so we're going to start here, and then we'll go turn in all the quests at the other place. I think I have some more at the other place. Jackal rooting out. Awesome, man. What did that just say? Oh, I'm taking damage. If you take too much damage, you'll get thrown off of your thing. So don't let the things beat the crap out of you, because you'll lose. It will dismount you if you take too much damage. They have a dismount system. So I actually like that though, because I think that's fair. I don't think you should be able to run through a crap load of mobs, just take millions of hits and all that stuff, and be totally fine. You should be dismounted if you're, just bolting through mobs and taking, 4,000 damage or something. Then screw you, man. You deserve to be dismounted. I think it would be unfair if you're not dismounted. So, but that's just me, I guess. So let's go ahead and turn in our quests here. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and say goodbye since you don't have any more, my friend. Turning our quest with this guy. Looking at some more ones. Nice, and I leveled up. I'll go put that stuff in there soon. And actually, when I hit 25, I didn't get 2 points for my stats, so maybe you don't get 2 points every 5 levels. Maybe it's every 10 or something like that, I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly. I think it might be every 10. I think I got them at 10 and 20, so yeah. Okay. Let's see. New level up box. Right, okay. So just like many MMOs, they have this box that, every 5 levels will give you new stuff. Basically, it's an assortment of potions, identification scrolls, maybe some little enchantments or something like that. And then a portable altar, which is essentially a campfire. So I didn't actually talk about the campfire in the last video, so I will talk about the campfire in a second. I just briefly want to distribute my points here. I'm going to go ahead and level this one up. Yes, I will indeed. Yes, I will. So I'm just curious. Now they do equivalent damage. Perfect. Okay. Awesome. That's what I wanted. Awesome. Okay. So let me use my feet to put a point in that. Okay. So let's talk about the campfire. So the campfire is essentially the way to heal in this game if you don't have potions, if you don't have a cleric with you, or if you don't have portable altars. So a campfire, you come here, it'll regen you back to full. You can pray here, but you can only pray once every hour, which is kind of odd in my opinion, to even have that. What is this? Gain a celestial coin the first time you use your invocation. Gain a given a day. You have 1 day and 5 hours left. Blah, blah, blah. Redeem unique and various items at the Vault of Beauty. So you can buy, you get these coins, quote unquote, see, like another form of currency. I don't understand why they have so many forms of currency, but you get this currency and you can use them at these shops and buy this stuff. You can buy these seals if you want. The seals are another form of currency. I have 54 of these seals of the lion. They're another form of currency which you can use to buy things at another shop. I don't understand why they do this. I really don't. There's just so many forms of currency. It's crazy. And then, of course, you can buy some items, too. So they have, of course, I want to see the details. What do you mean? They have, these actually fairly powerful items. So I'm sure, maybe there are epics that you can loot from a dungeon that are better, but these are actually pretty good when you think about it. Although, when you also think about it, 150 of these, those are these ones. 150 ardent coins, that's a lot. Like, I only have 4. That's a crap load of coins. So, I don't know, it's just something to think about. What is this? See a companion? Celestial Grace dye pack. Oh no, it's just dye to dye your shit. Never mind, that's a waste of time. Okay, and then there's Celestial Synergy. Yeah, I haven't totally looked into this. I guess it's like potions that buff your party is kind of my understanding. But so yeah, so a campfire will regenerate you and things like that, and you can get these portable altars. Some are bound and some are unbound, which is stupid. So same thing with everything. They give you stuff that's bound and unbound, and then it takes up your inventory and it gets really annoying. But so they give you these, and they're essentially making a campfire wherever you want. So basically, is what it is. I'm not totally sure if it works for other people or if it's just you, but I believe it works for other people. Let's go ahead and sell some trash that I don't want. So I don't want this. I do not want this. Nope, don't want that. I'm a more DPS person, so I don't want DPS. I don't want survivability over DPSs. I don't want critical strike over power. Not that little amount, anyways. Let's get rid of that. So let's go ahead and identify. Crit strike. That's a lot of crit strike, but no, I'm losing a lot of power in armor pen, and no, I don't want to do that. Sorry guys, I just yawned. Sorry, I was out late. Let's see, I don't want this. If you sell stuff unidentified, obviously it sells for less than it would if you identify it. This is common knowledge, everybody should know that by now if you played an MMO before. You can go ahead and auto sort. If an MMO does not have an auto sort button, then that's a waste of time. When you have like Adventurers Pack, if you saw that little overflow bag, if you have things that like you have to pick up like that, it throws it in like an overflow bag. You can't use it until you put it in your actual bag, but you know you have it, so it's not like, oh, bound. Of course they're bound. Why wouldn't they be bound? So they can take up more freaking item slots. That actually really infuriates me. I want to get this cool mount that everybody has, this spider thing. They give you this mount at level 20. Ironically, not ironically actually, just stupidly, you can't get a mount until level 20, okay, which is really dumb. Then at level 20, they give you 3 free mount tokens, so you can get 3 6-hour, I believe it's 6-hour mounts, for free. I don't recommend getting them all at the same time. That's what I did. I figured they would stack. They do not stack, so don't do that. So yeah, so they give you these mounts. They're not permanent, though, which is odd to begin with, because it's kind of really annoying. And you can buy a permanent mount, I believe, for 5 gold coins. So I have 3.5, basically. I'm saving for that, so I don't have to worry about mounts for a while. And then, you know, of course, I'll get, you know, other mounts as we go on. But let's see. So there's something down here. Kill cult mercenaries. That's a big area. They have all these quests basically designated on your little thing. You can kind of see them on your map, which I like. And they have these little trail of breadcrumbs, if you haven't noticed it, which you should have by now. That's kind of sad. But if you haven't noticed it, there's a trail of breadcrumbs that kind of direct you towards the quest that you're going to. Go figure. So it makes it easy. I like it when MMOs have this. They don't necessarily hold your hand the whole way through, but they do kind of hold your hand the whole way through. So, I mean, for lack of a better word, they basically do. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I like it, but at the same time, some stuff, you know, I kind of like doing it on my own. Maybe just kind of like, I like maybe pointing me in the right area, point me in the right direction, or give me hints at it, or something like that. I don't necessarily like just being babysat the whole way through. It kind of makes it kind of boring, and I agree. I totally understand that some players would like that, and you know, more power to you guys if you do. But that's not really my cup of tea. I kind of like, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So I will say I like having the option to have the answer told to me if I can't figure it out. Okay, it's one thing to have it forced upon you. It's another thing to, you know, just be like infuriated with the fact that you can't figure something out, and then you know, you're sitting there trying to figure it out forever. And I just got a quest item, okay, and you just can't. So I like having the ability to have it told to me if I want. That's me personally. Some people don't. You know, again, more power to you. Did I just kill somebody I'm not supposed to kill? It looked like there was like a non-enemy in there. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Booties. I will say kind of everything you loot is unidentified, but you do get a lot of identify scrolls. Blah. That was stupid of me. I couldn't talk. I mumbled there. Crit strike and defense for power and move speed. No, thank you. I do actually think that would probably be better, but it's not really my thing. So I think we'll do the lynching tree real quick, and we'll call it a day. Frecky. What is this? Somebody's companion or something? Sometimes there are these like NPC things just kind of floating around, which is I don't know the point of them, but I guess they're not all that bad. Gonna take a quick sip here. All right. You should always have a drink if you're going to be gaming. I always do it.
This is it. I have to perform the rites several times in several locations to fully cleanse this place.
You don't have to interrupt your gaming and get up and go get a drink every time you're thirsty and blah, 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 blah. So that's just me. I do that. I always have a drink next to me. Or I try to anyways. If I don't have anything to drink in the house, then I don't. But let's see, what am I doing? Purify the first gravestone. First gravestone. The grave site, sorry. First grave site. It's right here. This thing. See, I'm looking on my map. Yeah, okay, so this guy's going to start the ritual for me. Thank you, very kind of you. I'm going to go ahead and bleed this guy's face off. Of course, he wasn't next to me when I did it, so it looks like that guy's almost complete, and he's getting the crap beat out of him. So let's just kill these things. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's beat the crap out of him. You can't let him die, would be my guess. That's probably our job. We're probably protecting this guy. That's usually how it is in these little things. Every now and then you'll have a quest like this. I think this is like the first one I've had like this, but you know, most MMOs do have quests like this, so it's not really like surprising or anything like that. And that little bar over his head right there is obviously, in case anybody didn't figure out, it's obviously the amount of time it takes him to finish this ritual that he's doing. They're disrupting this ritual, blah blah blah. Of course they're disrupting this ritual. You're trying to kill them basically, so What did you expect? And he's done. Oh, big surprise. Yeah, the bar filled up. He finished. Cool. That wasn't enough. We have to find the source of evil. Yeah, so he finished this one. But, you know, as the quest said, purify the first grave site. So now we're moving on to the second grave site, as you can imagine. That's the order they go in, so, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4. It's crazy. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm not trying to be a dick. Maybe I am. I don't know. Stone plus 1. Give me a little power. Get some of that. Actually, I'm not going to bother with the bleed. Ugh, he beat the crap out of me because I didn't dodge that. You should try and dodge as much as you can. It really, really helps. And in dungeons, the bosses, there are bosses that, if you're a rogue, for example, they'll just kill you in one hit when you get higher up in the game if you don't dodge their big skills. So there have been bosses now that like hit me for basically like 2/3 of my health, half my health, maybe even more. Oh, he purified it, so we're all good. If I don't dodge, so you really do need to dodge, especially in dungeons. Hello. Protect us, I'm certain. Okay. If you don't dodge, it's gonna hurt you a lot, is what it's gonna do. So I would recommend you take my advice and dodge. Let me dodge out of that. I don't think I actually did dodge that, but you never know. Let's go ahead and put my bleed. Get some bleeds on this guy. There we go. Usually same thing, like I said in the last video, the bleed's kind of only for the big guys because it takes too long to like build up the bleed. So on the little guys, I don't really waste my time trying to make them, bleed because it's just too much. It takes too long, and you're better off just killing them. It just goes faster that way. So that's me. Maybe not everybody. I'm not sure. It's a little bit up for debate, I guess, but I personally think that's the way it is. So yes. So let's see. This guy's almost done. No more mobs. We're good. Purify the lynching tree. Is that what we just did? Purify. Oh no, we purified the gnarled root. Okay. Whoa, what is that thing? It's like blue. What is this guy? What do you want, dude? I'm starting the ritual. Get ready. What is this guy? I don't know what his deal is. Go ahead and beat the crap out of this guy real quick. He got too low, so there really wasn't any point. My companions gained enough experience to be sent. Awesome. So, you know, don't get me wrong, I like the whole that I can level my companion up thing, but it's just that whole, oops, I should dodge that. It's just the whole, it takes like 20 minutes now at this point to level him up. It's like, come on, really? Like, I have to wait 20 minutes to use my companion? It gets really, really, really annoying at times. These things are all gonna die. Yeah, perfect. Where are all these blue guys? I'm so confused. Collect my reward. Profession special pack. Rare profession item. Awesome. Okay, so I can tell you guys, I'll tell you guys about professions then while we're here. Speak with, okay. So professions. So we have these professions. It's essentially like crafting, really. You know, you can do leatherworking, mailsmithing, platesmithing, and tailoring. And then there's leadership. So I've done leatherworking and leadership a bit. I obviously haven't done the other ones because they're not for my class. You could, I just choose not to. I don't think there's a restriction on it. I don't think it doesn't let me. I just think it's not useful to me, so I chose not to do it. However, you could do it if you wanted to, I guess. You can essentially go in, you level your guy up, you get these crafting rewards from doing stuff, and, you know, then you can use them to build items. You know, later on you can make equipment, things like that. And I'm sure the higher up you get, the stronger the equipment you can make, things of all sorts. So, unfortunately, well, it's a unique system in the sense that, here, I'll tell you how it works. So let me go ahead and exit that and reopen it. So you basically pick a job. I'm going to go ahead and pick a job here because I need to do something anyway. So let's pick this job. You set your worker on it. You get a worker. You set him on it. You don't actually craft anything. The worker does it all for you. It just takes time, and the worker will do it, which is really weird to me. I don't think it's my cup of tea, but I guess, hey, to each their own, you know. I don't know. It's an odd crafting system, to say the least. It's not my type of crafting system, but I don't think it's really bad. And then you get more slots to do more crafting when you get certain goals, you know. So get up any profession to level 3. I'm kind of close to getting some. Get any 3 professions to level 20, you know, things like that. So and then, you know, you get some for levels and things like that. So you get all kinds of profession stuff. I got a professions kit or something like that that's going to give me stuff. So let's see what's going to give me. It's going to give me an arcane shard and a dark clover, which are crafting. They're crafting equipment, basically. They're crafting materials. Sorry, not equipment, really. They're kind of crafting materials. So is somebody else doing the quest or something? What's the deal here? I guess. I don't know what the deal is. Okay, so they're basically just crafting equipment. I'm not a huge fan of them. the whole crafting system in this game, but I don't see it as being bad either, I guess. So how do I get out of here again? I go back up here. Gotcha. Okay. I don't see it as bad. I just see it as odd, to say the least. So I don't know. They took an unusual approach, I think. It's not really mine, but you know, to each their own. Some people may like it, some people may not. I don't. So, but it is an interesting crafting system, to say the least. It's unique. I'll give it that. It's just not necessarily good, in my opinion. But again, that's my opinion. You're welcome to have your own. So I'm going to go ahead and get back to town here, and then I will call it a day, probably. So let's just beat the crap out of that. I do apologize, by the way, if my dogs have been loud like they're being at the moment. I don't know how well or poor you guys can hear it, although I hear it quite loudly, but that's me personally. Maybe you guys don't hear it at all, so what do I know? That would be convenient, I think. I think that would be a bit too optimistic in my opinion, but you never know. Maybe that could be nice. I want to get a desk in my room so I can do stuff in my room and I won't have to deal with the loud noise, but I don't have one at the moment, so, you know, you live with what you got. We're going to go ahead and get back to town here. What have I not talked about this game? So, let's see. I have the mail. The mail system's kind of odd. Like, you can't pick stuff up until you go to the mail place, but they don't, like, tell you where the mail place is. So it's a little weird. Like, I haven't found it. You have to, like, look for it yourself, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of odd. They don't, like... It's probably located on the map somewhere. There's probably some little symbol, and when you go to town, I just haven't really noticed it. So maybe that's just me, though. But, I mean, you do get stuff in the mail. The game gives you stuff. Also, you can report the NPCs that send you mail for spam, which I find interesting. I found that really funny the first time I... Oh, come on, guys. Piss off. I'm trying to go back to town. These douchebags these jerks are just not leaving me alone. Bleed to death, my friend. Oh, thank you very much. Let me take up all that loot you got. Gracias, gracias. And then we're going to go ahead and pop our horse on, and we'll head back to town. So, you know, you guys should try out Neverwinter if you're into MMOs. I don't know, I kind of like it. It's a unique oh, sorry, this isn't back to town. Back to town is this way. It's sending me on another quest. I don't know, I like it. So, maybe that's me. Maybe it's, you know, a personal opinion. Actually, you know what, it is a personal opinion, so I don't know what I'm saying maybe. But, you know, it's different than some of the other MMOs. I kind of like it. Gonna go ahead and mute that guy again, sorry. It does have its own, this is not the right way, it has its own system, kind of. It's different, and I like different. Different is usually good for me. I don't like the same thing over and over again. There's like a million MMOs just like World of Warcraft, and it's like, for real, like World of Warcraft, Runes of Magic, all those, they're all the same freaking MMO. Like, why are you making the same thing, right? Just because World of Warcraft did good doesn't mean I want 7 more World of Warcrafts to play. Like, 1 is usually enough, so you can, you know, pick a different freaking style of game, but... again, that's probably opinion. So, okay, so we finished some quests, we did a little work. Let's go ahead and sit at the campfire, watch my health bar at the bottom. You can see that it will regenerate a little. It'll only regenerate a little because I've been only hurt a little. That guy's got a cool horse. I want that horse. Okay, so thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like Neverwinter, let me know. Maybe not. If you guys don't want to see any more Neverwinter, I won't post any more. But, you know, let me know. Maybe you guys enjoy it. Maybe you love it. What do I know? I'm going to send my guys to go do some training. Begin training. Yes. Does this guy need to be trained? No. 46 minutes to go to the next, to go up 2 levels. Okay, so I guess it can do 2 levels at a time. Okay. And I believe it will train while I'm offline too, so that's fine. And then you can have idle companions too, which is kind of odd. I don't really understand the companion system too much. It's kind of stupid how they have it set up, but that's my opinion, I guess. We can talk about it in the next video. Once again, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more Neverwinter, let me know. If you don't want to see more Neverwinter, let me know. Either way, let me know. If you have any questions about it, feel free to ask. I think it's a pretty interesting game. It's free to play. It's an open beta. There are classes, the Trickster Rogue, Control Wizard, Guardian Fighter, Great Weapon Fighter, or Guardian Warrior, or something like that, maybe, I don't remember. And then there's like a Cleric, I think is the actual name of it. And then they're making more classes too, it's Dungeons and Dragons. I believe their next class, I don't think they've announced it, but speculation has been some type of a ranger to use, you know, bows and stuff, because they don't have that at the moment. Would probably be my next guess, or maybe a druid of some type, something like that, maybe a paladin, I'm not really sure. So, either way, they'll be making more classes. They have a slot that says, you know, for a 6th class that says coming soon. So, you know, you can look forward to that, I guess. They're making more updates and all kinds of stuff all the time, so your character won't be wiped, all kinds of stuff. So maybe just give it a shot if you're into MMOs, you know, you'll probably enjoy it. I enjoyed it. I saw it, somebody else playing it in closed beta, and I was like, oh my god, I want to play that game, because the combat looks so much fun, and it is pretty fun. So, once again, thank you for watching, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you later. GG, well played guys, Elfis out.